Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and the lecture series of the Android. In this session, we will see the one of the most important listener, that is your on touch listener. Android supports multiple pointers, as we can see here. Example, fingers which are interacting with the screen. In Android, most of the time we are using a touch listener so that we can interact with the Android mobile screen. So to handle that touch event, we have a on touch listener in Android. On touch listener is an interface which has one of the abstract method, that is your on touch. On touch is a method that is available in on touch listener, and it has a two parameters, view and the motion event. The view of the touch event has been dispatched to the event. So this is basically used to handle the view, that is your basic components that are available on the screen. Then the second parameter is your motion event. The motion event object containing the full information about the event. Where the user clicks, where the user moves the cursor, all the information are stored in the motion event. So let us start with the practical or the coding part of the on touch listener. We first create a Android application, right? And in that we select the empty activity. When we click on the empty activity, select the language as Java and click on OK. So this will create a application, Android application like this. This is my Android application. Okay. So now let us start with the designing part of the application first. So here we have a activity underscore main.xml file. Right. Go to the coding part, and we first change the layout of our application to relative layout. Do remember, students, this is your relative layout. While you create an application, the layout, the default layout of the this activity, main activity, is your constraint layout. So we have to change this layout to relative layout, and we assign the ID to the relative layout, Android colon then ID, Android colon ID equals to this one, and I am giving a ID as relative layout RL. So this is my ID of the relative layout. So we have to add this ID in relative layout. So this is the designing part of the on touch listener. We just change the layout and assign the ID to the layout. Now moving to the Java code, that is your main activity.java. So the first we create a object of the relative layout, which is your relative layout. You can give any name to this object. Then we initialize this object relative layout using the method called as find view by id r.id.rl. So this is my id which is given in the this .xml file. Now we apply the on touch listener on this relative layout so that we can access the entire screen. So set on touch listener, as we can see here, we have a set on touch listener method here. Now new, there is a view dot on touch listener, as we can see here. Just select this option, right? It will override the method on touch. See, this is my on touch method. So when we touch on the screen, the mobile screen, right, on touch events generates the event, and set on touch listener will listen it and it will perform some action. There are two parameters, as we can see here, view and motion event. So now here we will first change the value to true so that it will return the true after the execution. Now here we will first when the user touch on the screen, the mouse is touch on the screen, we will change the color of the screen randomly at each time. Every time it will change the color of the screen. So for that we will first find out the color combination of the RGB. So first we will take int R Now we have a class math and random, math.random. So it will generate a random number between 0 and 1. Now we multiply this number with the 255 because the maximum number for the RGB, right, as we can see here, we have this MS Paint. So when we see this concept of color, edit colors, there is edit colors. So we will see here when we select this red, the red has the value 255 and other are the 0. That means the maximum number. When we select the black, all the zeros are there. When we select the white, 255, that means the maximum value for the color is your 255. So now we are multiplying. Math.random will generate a random number between 0 and 1. So we multiply this with the 255. The answer of this will be in floating point. So we first put this into the bracket so that BODMAS rule will be applied, and then we convert this into the integer. So this is for R component, that is your red. Now we just copy this line. The same line can be used for R, G and B. So we know that all the colors are formed by using a 3 primary colors R, G, B. So these are the values that are generated randomly each and every time when on touch listener is performed. This RGB. Now we create a color object. So for that, call is a variable color dot R. There is a method called as RGB. We have a method RGB as we can, and now we pass this parameter to this RGB. So this will create a color. That color will be stored in COL, that is your color variable. So this is the basic code to generate a random color, right? Random color each time when we touch on the screen. Okay, the next step, we will write a switch case, and in this, right, we will find out the action that is performed by the user using a finger. So all the information the user will perform is stored in motion event. So I am using this object motion event, and I am finding the action which is performed by the user using a fingers. So this is my switch case. So now we create a case. So the first case that we create, that is your motion event dot. There is these are the options, right? Action move, action cancel, action down, action over the enter, action over exit, action over mouse. These are the actions that are we can use with the motion event. So I am using the action underscore move. This is my action. When we move the finger on the screen, it will change the background color of your screen. So we have a object of the relative layout. As we can see here, we already created the object of the relative layout. So now we write relative layout dot set background color. As we can see here, this is the method of the relative layout, and we already created a random color in COL. Just copy this call and write break. So what does this code will do? This is basically will detect the action performed by the user using a fingers, and if the action is a move action move, then it will change the background color of your Android screen. So this is the basic on touch listener and on touch event. Now we execute this application. So we have this play button here. Just click on it and just wait for this sometime so that it will start the debugging and execution. Okay, now this is an output. Now we just move the cursor on this screen. We can see that it will change the color of the screen. So just click once on the screen so that this action underscore move event will detected, and when we move it will change the color of the background. So see, as we can see here, I'm just moving my finger or cursor on the screen, it is randomly changing the color. See, every time it is changing a random color. So this is all about this touch listener, right? This is a touch listener in Android. I hope you understood this session. Thank you so much.